What is the difference between forcing productivity and accessing natural flow state? The difference is the alignment to your natural, authentic self. That is aligning to that which naturally draws you towards certain activity. What is your authentic way of expressing yourself? What is your authentic preference for doing things? What are the things that you prefer to be doing day after day after day that are truly yours, that you can claim them and say, they are mine, this is mine, this is what I do? And that is accessing flow state, that is accessing your true self. When you access that and when you enter the authentic natural flow state, it feels great. There is an element of struggle. You have to struggle because you have to build neurochemistry that is associated with building that readiness. It is a nervous system function. You have to create a little bit of friction, and it's almost like creating the friction when you are, let's say you're building a fire from the friction of the wood. You have to actually make those components interact with each other. If you think about how you create a spark from hitting the flint stones, that is the friction. If you think about how in old days people used to start fire by rubbing two sticks together, that is friction. That is the element that is required in order to kickstart the process of flow state. So that is something that is prerequisite. But then you have to release and go with the flow. So for example, if you are navigating a river or rapids in a canoe, there is an element of struggle when you're just getting into the canoe, where you're starting that process of navigation, when you're starting flowing with the river, but eventually you have to surrender to the flow of water and be with it and flow with it. And that is called a release. And after that release, you actually get into the flow state where you are hyper-focused, you're feeling great, you're navigating things masterfully, and that allows you to move a lot faster with authenticity and alignment towards your goal. And then at the end of it, you have to recover, because just like you go to the gym and you recover after, when you perform any kind of activity that involves hyper-focused state, you have to recover after. So that is the distinction. And when you are forcing something, it feels forceful. I mean, you would clearly know if you are making yourself do something or if something comes naturally that is part of your own self. So that is the main difference.